This is Smallsy Surgery.
I have the power, I have the king, I have England.
What could possibly stop us now?
Enjoy the show, won't you, Don?
Hey, I'm Julianne Moore.
I'm Nicholas Galitzine. I was raised by a monster.
Only children believe in monsters.
Hello, you two. Sex machines.
Hi,
Look at you. Look at you. This show is so hot, can I tell you? I loved it.
Thank you.
Now, in Australia, we give everyone a nickname, if you don't mind. I'm not sure if you've heard that, but Julianne, can we roll with Jules? Is that all right?
Yeah, or you can call me Juju. People call me Juju, actually.
Okay. Anybody? Yeah. Is this news to you, Nicholas? Did you ever call her?
This is news to me. I clearly did not get the invite to call her Juju.
You can call me Juju.
We'll call you Juju. Nicholas, do you roll with Nick? Nicholas has more...
I mean, literally no one calls me Nicholas other than my mum when she's pissed off at me. So,
nice.
Well, Juju and Nick, congratulations on the show. I can't believe this is how real is the story? I know it says it's based or inspired on a true story, but how real was it? Juju, I'll go to you, considering your character. This is very strange. I feel very familiar, by the way. This feels very, very familiar.
I know, I love it. As we're opening a door, it's very nice. I think that, well, I mean, there's documentation. Certainly there are paintings of George Villiers and Mary, for that matter, and her other children that exist. And there's certainly documentation that they spent time in the court of King James, and that George was his boyfriend, his lover, his partner, you know. In terms of Mary and her positioning of her son, I do think that she very deliberately educated him. She sent him to France. She, I think kind of pushed him, was ambitious for him. I think there were other people actually in the court of King James that sort of brought him into that court. So we've expanded the story somewhat.
Yeah.
But Mary was someone from a kind of a middling aristocratic background who traveled very far. She ended up being buried in Westminster Abbey. So there's truth to her political trajectory.
Wow. How heavy was the hair? That's a real journalistic question I have to ask, like a hard-hitting one. The hair looked heavy.
Yeah, you know what? It was light as air. It was all souffle in there.
Okay, lovely. Nick, this is not your first rodeo when it comes to royalty. Which one was more fun? Red, white, and royal blue, or this one?
I mean, I'd have to say this one because the character just goes to such a dark and different place to where we meet him in the story. And, you know, I think the way the royal court is portrayed in our story is so intriguing. And this world that, you know, was created, you know, by DC Moore, excellent writer, and our wonderful directors, was just, I mean, the dialogue and the situations our characters put in, I think was just so fun to play.
How are you how are you handling Nick? It's so weird. Every time I see your name, it's always written Nicholas, so I always have just... How are you are having, and your star is like on the rise. I know you've got this other movie coming out in the next couple of months.
Oh,
the one where you like the One Direction win the Coachella thing. That one, yep. But how are you? Your world is blowing up. Like you are like a heartthrob. How is that all going down? He loves it.
I love it. No, Look, I'm all about the work. I just want to play interesting characters, and I'm extremely grateful that people are following me on this very strange journey.
He's handling it very well.
Okay.
He's a hard worker. He's really talented. He's very kind. He's very gracious. So I think he's handling it beautifully.
Look at Juju.
And he is a hard throb.
Look at Juju just giving you just the big pep talk. I love that. That's fantastic. I would assume though, like this is like a pinch yourself moment though, right? Like Julianne Moore, you are an icon. You are the queen. Like in all honesty, for me, this is a moment. Like, but for you, Nick, like working with people that you would have just watched, going, this is crazy.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm very candid about my excitement of the prospect of working with Julie, you know, and it was everything I hoped it would be, and you know, I really believe, like, more so than her talent, I mean, who she is as a person and her kindness and her attentiveness to the people around her, I care more about that as a human being, because I think we do a job that is extremely connective and collaborative, and if you don't have that on a film set, it just makes it so much harder. So I was just so pleased that it was such a fun working relationship.
Well, you two are just a delight. Can I say it was a delight you're a delight to talk to. You're a delight to watch be sexy in this show. And you know what? It is sexy and I enjoyed it, and I'm not going to say I didn't. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Smallsy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.